Okay, so what in the actual F is the difference between a cream bronze versus a powder bronze, and how do we use different? I prefer to use a cream bronze more for shaping, like so, my cheek lift, a little on the sides of the nose, hairline for some color, and then I'll hit the little jowls over here, okay, and then blend like this. And that was Too Faced Chocolate Souffle. It's a really nice blend. So then I would just kind of blend up and more pressing and not smushing, not to disrupt the coverage I just made with my foundation, right? So this I would consider more bronzing shaping. Sometimes I just leave this alone. So we'll blend this in, on the side of the nose, pressing, and then we'll talk about how we apply the powder. Now, side note, if I shaped with cream, I will then do a cream cheek. This is the Rose. Ooh, these are pretty. These are really easy to work with. Like, you can't F these up. That's Shade Picky. And instead of doing that, because I don't want to disrupt the contour, I will just go like this with a little highlighter brush. And then right there. Okay, now the powder. So you want to do cream with cream, powder with powder, if that makes sense. This is the YSL, but again, any bronzer you're using, just the tip. I don't saturate, tap off. And this would be more for warming up the skin, not so much for shaping. You will get a very muddy shape if you're trying to shape with a powder. I'm just being honest, I get asked that a lot. So I would go back in if I want to add additional warmth very lightly to the skin, and it almost will set the cream bronzer, but you gotta use just the tip. I say it to be funny, but I mean it, because if you use too much, you will have a blotchy situation. And this is warming up the skin, shade 02, super soft, sheer buildable. I also like the NYX butter bronzer, really nice. You know, it's just preference, but this is how I use a bronze powder versus a bronze cream. Now, setting powder, I go in, I could use the same brush because I use just the tip, okay? And we're just gonna tap off excess and T-zone around. I got a little situation on my chin today, okay? Around, not to mattify the whole thing too much. I do a little bit again and just almost grazing, if you could see, barely touching the surface to lock in. So I stick with creams, and then I finish powder with powders. Powder like this? No. Powder like this? Yes. Then I'll go in with like a hydrating setting spray, like Euphoria, to make the skin look like skin, not so powdery. It dried, and then it maintains a glow, but it's all set. You got the powder, you got the hydrating spray, cream with cream, powder with powder. Set in the mess with your hydrating spray. We got this. Let's go.